if I could swing or fly, I'm gonna pick swinging. They're like, why? That's crazy. You can fly anywhere. You can fly. It's like, bro, flying is boring. Miles Morales versus the world. Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse. Shout out to Deadfire. Y'all looking forward to Beyond the Spider-Verse? Man, they I think if I'm not mistaken, I saw the main actor, the one that plays Miles, he was doing voice he was doing the voice stuff. Noun.
And we gotta wait like
I ain't tripping, bro. GTA 6 drop next year. I ain't tripping.
8 months for the next one. Like, come on, bruh. So as you can clearly see, Beyond the Spider-Verse is not coming out anytime soon.
Yeah,
I was gonna drop a video on that little short last year, but it was just Miles running away from KSI the whole time. There wasn't much for me to talk about. So for now, we gonna spin back to this series as the potential to be the greatest superhero trilogy of all time.
Yeah.
As y'all can see from the length of the video, I'm talking about
and I'm not mad at him, bro. Take your time. Genuinely, take your time, bro. Spider-Man to Spider-Verse, Spider-Man, what's it? There's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Beyond. No, it's Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man. What the hell is the first movie called?
Including the first. Make sure you follow all of my socials. Links gonna be in the description.
What was the first movie called?
Wait, man, son, drop the video, nigga.
That was kind of cool.
Oh, god damn, Spotify ads. But the movie starts with Miles singing in the bedroom.
Oh, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And this is Spider-Man Beyond the Okay.
Terrible.
They say it's dropping 2027?
Singing notes like he Corey Kenshin.
We're on a mission to give 2 million people all around the world clean water. This village in Malawi now has clean water.
Shout out water.
But he gets dressed up and he ends up going to school. Walking down the street, dapping everybody up. He feeling like the man.
Cool. I ain't gonna lie. He knew everybody.
Freshman of the year, I woke up like the man.
My man's was moving tough as hell, pulling all types of shorties in.
How's that new school?
Oh no. Don't tell me it's already started. We got the Starbucks drinking, pumpkin spice smelling, American Eagle wearing shorty, walking up to Miles talking about some, I miss you. This nobody hypnosis has already started. I'm really about to be at his funeral just like these.
Ain't
My
Gwen
dog is
a snowbody though?
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
I want you to pay attention throughout this entire video. This man is under an intense snow bunny trance. But my man was still strolling around the street till he bounced his head off the backboard like he run, only to run into his pops. And he starts giving Miles the basic unk speech. See, that's the problem with you youngins nowadays. We can't let y'all do nothing. Now look at that new store they opened across the street. Foam party? Y'all youngins want to play with your sperm? Oh my god. My man's moving just like the Trey Rag skit. You can't say nothing around old people. But Miles is that.
Bro, it's so weird too, because even though I'm a part of this generation, that's how I be really talking. Like, I be talking like an old head. It's weird.
Proceeds to embarrass him in front of the whole school, causing him to constantly get fried at every turn.
Well, if it isn't the whole scarer himself.
You see, Flash, that's where you're wrong. What if the whole scaring me?
Man, you corny, nigga.
And that boy gotta sit down, even more embarrassed.
Damn!
I liked your joke. It was actually pretty cute. Wait, really?
I beg your pardon?
From this one interaction, he goes home to Uncle Aaron, trying to tell him how much he fell for him.
I got game.
What the hell?
Uncle Aaron, trying to tell him how much he...
Is that Haley? I mean, what's her name? Hallie? Is that her? No, it's not her. Why it look like her from the side?
Fell
though?
for him.
Like this nigga.
Got game. It's a new girl. Actually, you know, she's kind of into me.
But during this interaction, Uncle Aaron gives him the method, the play. Putting the hand right on the shoulder and hitting the hey. I'm telling you, it works on all women, either that or doing this. But Miles gets bit and pays it no mind, and we don't see the results of the bite until the next day. So we get to the next day, and that spider bite is hitting him like a truck. That bite got him growing inexplicably, hearing voices in his head just like this.
Story gets picked.
Shout out. Yo, who are
Yeah, I don't think that's a spider bite gang. You might not be normal. And he runs right into, why are you so ashy? It's a puberty thing. What? Not actually. I just finished puberty. I'm a nigga now. Wait, does that mean you're black? I thought you were Dominican. Race and ethnicity are not the same thing. I mean, of course. Duh. Me not knowing the difference is the reason why racism. Alright, twin, if you want to green this shot, we gotta do it right now. And then we get into the conversation of Africa's a country or a continent or.
She jagged him too. She was chatting. She just jacked.
Hey.
Here's the thing, bro. Most niggas wouldn't go for it though. That's the thing. Niggas is scary nowadays. Most wouldn't even go for it. They wouldn't have went for
Miles'
it.
hand gets stuck to her, forcing her to get a new hairdo. And after a Subway Surfers type chase scene with the hall monitor, he realizes that he has Spider-Man's powers. Miles decides to go back to the tunnel that he found the spider, only to run into Spider-Man and Green Goblin boxing underground. And I'm telling you, they having a straight war. No matter what universe it is, Green Goblin's always gonna give him a good squabble. He throws bombs all over the place like it's a gender reveal.
Is that how Green Goblin looks in the comics? Why they pick that as Green Goblin?
Out, only for the GOAT to come in and save his life. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
Even though we only see this Spider-Man for like 4 effing seconds, this perfect Peter Parker is like so fire. I love seeing every second of him on the screen. But Peter Parker goes to the top, making sure he's the highest in the room. And before he can blow up the machine, he gets...
The Prowler.
The Prowler comes in, no plan, no motive, no direction. Moving on straight ignorance. Here to knock Peter Parker out for good. And he really wasn't playing. Put the right to the kid.
Yo, me being into content creation now, bro, y'all gotta understand, bro, it's a skill. I don't know how long it took him to make this. 33 minutes. Bro, all these edits, every second, nigga, it is brutal.
Boy, lean in, kick to the chest.
There are a few videos where I did something like this. Like, it's heavy.
On the floor, but he can't connect. And this is when he goes.
This is straight quality over quantity. That's his direction. Straight quality over quantity. It's good. There's 2 routes to go about it.
0 for 6 from the field, shooting straight bricks. It was so bad the cameraman had to change angles. He was trying to save bro's career. But he gets out of his slump, hitting Peter with the 1-2. But Peter eats those. As we get possibly the coldest moment in the entire movie.
What you got?
The hardest scene in the entire film gets interrupted because he got jumped. It's terrible. Miles sees him get jumped and tries to go up to help him, but once he got a good look at Green Goblin, he sat his ass right back down. He was not trying to mess with Brody. And while Spider-Man is pinned down, we got this big body Benz of a nigga. Kingpin over here talking his smack.
Bro,
and this
Kingpin
nigga
was
is
so wide.
fat. He can't even.
I don't even know if this is fat. Kingpin is
fit in the whole screen. How are you this obese?
Is
But
that
let me chill on
fat?
this in him, because some of y'all really be weird. I remember I said on stream I didn't like this hard-boiled egg of a villain, and someone said me not liking a fat villain is a.
Watch me go from meal plan panic to meal plan perfection. 5 reasons why Factor actually
why do they
saves
keep giving
fat
me that?
nigga take. How is that a fat nigga take? Fat nigga, pull up and you gonna see what's up.
Chill. Get on.
My bad, bruh. But Kingpin starts the machine. Green Goblin being a complete dunce. Put Spider-Man in the middle of the explosion, selling the whole plan and exploding the entire area. And when Miles goes through the rubble, he sees Spider-Man on his deathbed. And Peter gives him the USB, telling Miles he's the last hope. He gotta use the USB to explode the machine. Kingpin arrives over at Peter's body, getting ready to
because I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping. I'm like, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man knew that Miles was like him.
This pack, and Peter straight up tells him his plan won't work. It's gonna fail just like the rest. And Kingpin took that personally, putting his entire body weight on Peter, taking that man's life. And well, Spider-Man passes away and the entire city mourns. I really love how this was handled. They also give us this really funny scene.
They're counting on me. Probably not you specifically. I think it's a metaphor.
And this is where Miles gets determined. He goes outside to try his first real Spider-Man jump. And you know, he was nervous, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. No Eminem, but he goes to the edge of the building, looks straight down, and gets ready to jump.
I ain't even mad at him. Bro, who's taking that jump
He
off
tries
the
a
first?
smaller building, but sadly his shoes were untied, causing him to trip and fall off the entire building, breaking the USB given to him by Spider-Man. Like, Miles, you might go, but I cannot believe you right here. You had one job. One! And you
Why do you
couldn't
have
even
it in
get
his
that
pocket?
accomplished. You got crossed up by your own shoes.
Oh!
This is actually
Why did he have a
sickening, and even
USB
he
in
knows
his
it.
pocket?
Going to the grave of Spider-Man trying to express his grief. I'm sorry, Mr. Spider-Man, sir. I failed you. I really did. Yo, brother, you got some sauce. Man, what the fuck? And this is where we meet Peter B. Parker. And
Like
I, for one, love this
Peter
character
B. Parker, like Michael B. Jordan, but it's not the real Michael Jordan. That's
to
hilarious.
death. I really
Peter
love how he's
B.
a failed
Parker.
version of Sam Raimi's iteration of the character. It makes him feel a perfect amount of unique yet familiar. But Miles knocks Peter B out, and the cops come seeing that Miles was on unauthorized territory. And this is where we get one of the most beautiful animated sequences in the entire movie. This chase scene right here is just sex to my eyes. The way the animation is so fluid, the way the colors just jump on the screen. Oh!
Did I see this in theaters?
My bad, bro. But at the end of this chase
I don't
scene,
even
Peter
know if
gets
I saw
knocked
that in
out,
theaters.
and this is where Miles attempts an interrogation. And let me just tell you, that interrogation was a complete failure. And I'll give Miles his props. He tried, but sometimes no matter how much you try, you just can't look tough. It's like when people try to act tough from a weak city. Out here saying you wouldn't last a day in my hood. It's like when people try to act tough from a weak city. Out here saying you wouldn't last a day in my hood. Whole time this the hood in question. Nigga, that's just Connecticut. But after this fantastic conversational scene between Peter B and Miles, they decide to blow up the collider. But in order to do that, they have to rebuild the USB that Miles broke, which leaves them with no other choice but to head to Alchemax. So them boys make it to Alchemax, put the mask on, and they begin to think on their new plan.
That
And their
nigga
plan
dead
is
fat,
to break
bro.
into the facility, grab a new USB, and then escape unscathed. Peter's original plan was to go in by himself, and Miles complies. But while he's outside playing lookout, he sees Kingpin walking into Alchemax himself.
Damn,
and
that nigga
Miles has a
big,
mini
bro.
panic attack. Who can blame him? He's built like an octagon with diabetes. But even though the ideas of fear are ringing through Miles' head, the thoughts of him getting back are even stronger. And he locks himself in from a panic attack and goes to join Peter. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he deserves a round of applause. Someone tell Puss in Boots he got to take notes. I was rewatching that movie, and the moment death even showed his face, Puss in Boots was shooting straight bricks. But Miles chases Peter inside.
Bro,
and
I gotta watch that movie, bro. Cause I've heard of Puss in Boots being like a fire movie. Is it that good? It's like two,
Brian,
right?
he really
Is it
got a
that
face
good?
full of fire force. But he joins up with Peter, and they decide to go through the plan together. Nah, no High School Musical timing though. Y'all corny. I really messed with this scene where Peter B is so used to Spider-Man stakes. The conversation explaining the plan was nothing but routine for him. Watch this.
This is pretty standard Spider-Man stakes. You get used to it. Watch this. He's gonna say, "You've got 24 hours."
You've got 24 hours.
But Doc Ock leaves the room, and Spider-Man makes it to the computer. He starts putting in that password, hacking the device. He going crazy. And like damn near every two-man known to mankind, somebody in it has gots to sell. With Miles almost selling the entire mission, getting stuck on the light. Had Peter B straight tight as hell. He looking at him like, man, what the hell are you doing? Bro, I don't know. I can't get down. What are you doing to relax?
I wonder how spiders, like, how do you even learn to unstick yourself? Is it like a mind game thing? Like, in the Spider-Man movies, how do they learn? Do they just get used to unsticking themselves? Like, how do they? That shit is so cool, bro. Imagine it, yo.
Is this nigga serious?
So, somebody said, look, I was having a debate with somebody, really the internet, and I was just like, I feel like if I could swing or fly, I'm gonna pick swinging. They're like, why? That's crazy. You can fly anywhere. You can fly. It's like, bro, flying is boring. It's like, think about it. Flying. Yeah, sure, you can levitate in the air. That's cool. That's aura. But think about it. I'm swinging. I could do tricks. I gotta learn some more math. I gotta learn algebra and stuff like that, because it's like now I got the web, so I gotta learn trajectories, learn how to do tricks and swing in the air. It's like a learning game. Nigga, I'm just flying. Nigga, I'm just floating. That's corny. There's no extra, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just flying. Where it's like I got webs, I gotta have my web cartridges. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure they full. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's more maintenance to it. It's like it's fun. Cause it's like, all right, if I web here and I web, y'all can't sit here and tell me that the swinging. I would have to live in New York though, cause there's a lot of buildings. But so what? See, that's the difference between me and Spider-Man. Now I ain't gonna lie, they can't know I'm Spider-Man, so how I'm gonna get paid? I'll figure it out.
And that fall called the scientist's attention. But while she's walking in the room, they realize that Miles can turn invisible, leaving Peter B to handle this interaction himself. She walks into the room and is completely geeked of seeing a new Peter Parker. She looking at him like, oh my God, wow. And you know these weird ass scientists, they see anything and can't wait to study it. Talking about I can't wait to see some of your saliva.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
And while she's studying him, she turns around and we get this incredible scene. You know, if you stay in this universe any longer, you're gonna disintegrate. You know how much that'll hurt, Peter Parker? I mean, I don't know. I think I got through worse. You couldn't imagine. And I, for one, can't wait to
go into the fold and turn website layouts into an art form.
Man.
Watch. What did you say your name was? Dr. Olivia Octavius. And she begins to remove the lab coat. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. Oh my God, she's hot. You got her with the hair tied back, the skin tight clothes. Let me get her, she's so
She was bad.
She pins Peter to the floor. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wish that was me. I assume your friends call you Doc Ock. My friends call me Liz. My enemies call me Doc Ock, and I call you Mommy. This is where they get to it. Miles straight running out the room while Peter Parker is getting ragdolled. Peter's getting straight dogged, using the yoga ball to deflect the attacks, but that won't work. And she tries to chase down
Peter got
Miles
back
like
in shape
it's
for
a
that
horror game, only for him to escape out the back. Well, damn, this will be a good time to turn invisible. Yeah.
Can't do it on command.
So Miles fails to turn invisible, selling the whole plan, and Peter B selects a bagel. And yes, this is the most important detail of the entire movie.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I know that. I just remember the bagel.
And they're walking through and the scientists are like, oh my goodness, Spider-Man? I thought they was just gonna watch in awe like how Lucky fans stare at a fat nigga. But nah, they really came strapped up. Like a suitcase into a blick gotta be the craziest thing I've ever seen. But they end up spraying and they hit the dash. They start
Wait, the bagel hit.
sprinting.
Who you gonna hit it?
And Miles throws the big
Bow! That's the one. That was the one.
This is going to be the greatest mistake of his entire life. Please just keep this in mind. Peter gives Miles the web slingers and he's like, hey, you gotta run off rip. Go for it. And that man completely sells. He tries to run on foot, but even though these scientists got stormtrooper aim, they are still a threat on land. Especially with Doc Ock chasing in the back, he has no other choice but to learn how to swing. He frantically climbs up this tree and hits this illustrious dodge right over Doc Ock's head. Got him hitting the lateral Air Jordan. I'm hitting him with lateral movement. And my man flew straight down and started swinging. Oh yeah, you know I was geeked. Had my man's Peter B coming in happy as hell, and this is where the real lesson finally comes in. They talking about some swing, yup.
Swing.
Y'all can't tell me that wouldn't be more fun than flying.
Swing.
That's hard. And if you mess up, you fall. It's a mess up thing. Like you always gotta be alert. Oh my goodness. We need to watch some Andrew Garfield highlights so y'all can really show what I'm talking about.
My man's Peter sadly gets hoed, and this is where Doc Ock closes in. She grabs the computer and the Spider-Men both get tied up. And the only 3 questions I have in mind. Why is she looking at me like that though? Who wants backshot? My second question. Who wants backshot? My third question. Who tied them up? And sadly, unlike my first 2 questions, I'ma actually get an answer.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yes, Miss Wanda from earlier finally shows up. And I know a lot of Gwen fans used to attack me when I talked about her in my last 2 videos. Yo, what Joyner Lucas say? I'm not racist. I like Gwen. It's just the betrayal she pulled on my boy Miles just straight pissed me off.
Facts.
Peter B too. He not slick, but we gonna get to it when we get there. But
Facts.
Gwen begins to
Okay, so he's going over the next movie too. The second movie.
Explain it better in the next movie anyway.
Damn, I remember that menu.
But they end up escaping Alchemax with the computer, completing the mission.
Try
And after their mission, we see Captain Obesity with his rhombus back,
Bro.
reminiscing on the past. And hold on, bro, play this. Is this nigga struggling to breathe standing still?
Sit down, big brother.
This is obesity I didn't think was possible since Los Polos, nigga. There is actually no
Why they
way,
always
dog,
coming at
I
us?
ever exercise. Bro, someone needs to get YNW Belly off my screen before I get mad, bro. But he's reminiscing of his family running out on him when he was fighting Spider-Man. And instead of seeing the error of his ways and stopping the criminal activity that's making him fight Spider-Man, he's like, nah, let me end up doing more of the reason my family abandoned me. Like, Eureka, what a great idea, Captain Dumbass. Who told this nigga this a good idea? But Doc Ock comes back, and I would explain what she was saying in this scene, but I'm out here looking at her, I'm like, oh my, so fine, she done pissing me off. Like, yes, I'm down bad. Yes,
what the
I want
hell?
her. Yes, I want her and Miles' mom to put me in 50 different positions. Alright, bro, my fault.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
But Doc Ock tells Kingpin the collider works, and they get ready for their plan the next day. We get to the bus after the mission, and Miles is putting some elite game on Gwen right here. He over there cracking jokes, making her smile ear to ear.
You know she was jacking him too, because after he pulled the whole side of her hair off, she's still jacking him.
He moving like LeBron in Toronto. I'm seeing the cleanest jump shots and fadeaways throughout this entire interaction. And I want y'all to study this right here, because this is perfect W man's behavior. One of Miles' best jokes is that he says Peter B's the one who broke the USB, and he's really embarrassed about it. And you know, she's out there cracking up thinking that he's asleep, but whole time, Peter B is awake, letting Miles talk trash because he knows the goal that needs to be accomplished.
Sensational.
And that right there had me standing up on my seat. I was straight elated. Y'all gotta take notes. This is elite two-man behavior. But the place they know best to make a new USB with the new computer they acquired is Aunt May's crib. And after a very heartwarming interaction, she takes them straight to the back. But while they're in the shed, they realize that 3 more Spider-Men beat them to it. And this is where we get introduced to these 3.
I did not see this coming. What the hell?
Introduced.
Oh, so he had to cut it out? He must have had to cut out the sound. What the?
Straight aura farming, you love to see it. Next one up is Miss Penny Parker. And despite how much she sucks in Marvel Rivals, in this movie she's actually pretty cool. And lastly, we get Spider-Ham. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there is no way for me to make them sound tough. But they all give off their backstories, and man, ain't nobody got time for that. So just like Gwen, we gonna hit that skip. They begin to discuss the plan to turn off the reactor, and they realize one of them gotta stay behind. But it obviously makes sense for that person to be Miles, but Miles is too new of a Spider-Man. So they begin to ask him a whole bunch of questions to see if he's about that life, with the entire group just straight stressing him out. But during this scene, Aunt May says this.
Create an online dating profile so she can get out of the dang house once in a while.
I'm knocking the dust off that shit.
And obviously, I don't think any...
What?
An online dating profile so she can get out of the dang house once in a while.
I'm knocking the dust off that shit.
And obviously, I don't think anyone would enjoy getting pressed this much. And Miles leaves to get some space. He goes to Uncle Aaron's apartment.
I was like, where does he find these, like all these clips? Like, bro, it's so
to get
many.
some advice, but nobody's home. He writes a note and is about to leave, only to see a figure.
Damn, that's when leaving was slim.
And it turns out to be the Prowler. And this is one of the scariest scenes in the whole movie, bro. I was at the edge of my seat the whole time. That Prowler theme deserves some type of award, especially this part right here. Yeah, that's one of the coldest sound effects of all time. But after that, we find out that the Prowler was Uncle Aaron the entire time. When I watched this movie for the first time, I was like, what? Like, it real life had me geeked. And this entire chase scene was so intense. Chasing him down with a motorcycle and being willing to destroy anything. He really just balled strong and useless like Doomfist. But after crashing into a truck and destroying 3 entire vehicles, I swear this man is straight slumped. We get my man standing in the corner straight aura farming, staring down Miles ready to chase him down. And that's exactly what he does heading into the next day. He runs at Aunt May's house, clearly distraught, telling everybody that his uncle's the Prowler. All right, man, calm down, we're gonna figure this out. Were you followed? Nah, I don't think so. But they feel the most ominous aura behind that door, clearly proving that what Miles just said was some cap.
Cap.
They all suit
Cap.
up, getting ready to box in. And this is where Doc Ock breaks into the room. They should have closed that door. But I know y'all ain't even peeped the free one. She tried to get on my boy Peter. Stupid. Thought it was free eats. You're goofy. She walk in the crib and Aunt May talking about some, oh great, it's Liv. Now the fact that she said Liv clearly proves that they were friends. But I don't know, the way she said this and the expression on her face, she clearly do not like you, gang. Miles tries to leave through the back door, but gets stopped by Tombstone. And my Hispanic brother Scorpion following suit. Aunt May asks them to take it outside, and we get the hardest line out of Spider Noir.
We don't pick the ballroom, we just dance.
The fight starts with Doc Ock going 0 for 3 from the field like she Ben Simmons, only to hit a lick right after, going 1 for 4. She shouting out the Chinese Zodiac. And this way everybody starts tripping, whole house mad.
Such a
we got
good
Noir
movie.
hitting straight left rights on Tombstone, Scorpion running an ISO with Miles and seeing his hands get stuck on the couch. And Scorpion just starts cackling in front of him, only to go straight for his face. Yeah, he trying to snipe him off the mat. Penny sees this from the back and she's like, oh hell no! Hops right into her mecha and goes. And when the cameraman switches angles, we see 3 Spider-Men getting straight dogged by Doc Ock. Like she really ball hogging out there and still making the shots. I ain't gonna lie, she the GOAT. Aunt May see everyone destroying her crib and she starts getting a little tight, telling them all to get out her crib like, everyone, get out! And kicks Tombstone right out the house. Gwen clocks Doc Ock, got her looking like Natalie Nunn, and Spider-Ham going crazy in the back. I don't know where this nigga got a toilet. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Gwen steals the USB from Doc only to get denied by Scorpion, with Miles making the game-saving play. But before he can run out, all we hear is, woo! You know he's coming. You just hear his steam slowly building with him running in the shadows. This is how it felt watching Dora when Swiper would pull up. And he jumps right into the crib.
Why is he going for Miles though?
Prowler looks at Miles and he just stands there. Damn. Peter B calls ISO and he starts going crazy. Got him going hit for hit, back to back on the ground. Kicking him off thinking he got it. Sit down. Only for him to raise his right arm up like he in a classroom. And he sits this nigga down. Now I am not no physicist.
Prowler don't got no powers either.
Your body should not be contorting like this. Somebody please tell my man's Peter, get up! Miles takes the USB only to look face to face with the Prowler.
Nah,
that was enough of a distraction for Peter to
bro.
pick him up, web both walls, and send that boy flying. And with Doc Ock throwing Penny Pecker outside, this is when this fight really gets to the streets. With the Scorpion chasing down Gwen, and I'm not gonna lie, this scene just pissed me the f off. Why is she elegantly jumping roof to roof like this is a game, nigga? That's my crib. These superheroes really don't care about no type of civilians. And we get back to Miles inside, holding the USB, and he turns around only to see.
If you live anywhere here in the red circled area and you have an old, struggling air conditioning or heating system,
damn, that shit is
right
messed
now
up.
we have an offer going on.
You ain't, come on, man.
Not even my second
Wait, what
day.
the hell was that picture? I'm playing for Nav too.
Not even my second day as Spider-Man, and I got the Prowler walking me down like this. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Just line me out. He dives for Miles, hits a miss so crazy it goes into the next room, only for him to spin back.
Damn!
Miles even out the way despite a fully cocked back punch coming straight for his chest. Like, I hope y'all realize he knows this is a little kid. I mess with you, Uncle Aaron, but dog.
What's wrong with him?
Miles moving like straight Weave Nation. Peep this. And throws him across the kitchen.
He trying to get out of
Miles running for his life, only for Prowler to grab his J's and drag him down the steps. I know he was scared shitless. Miles kicks him off and tries to escape, but sadly you was not holding him off for that long. He drags Miles to the edge of the roof, ready to take that poor child's life, only to realize that it was Miles the whole time. And my man's Uncle Aaron instantly regrets his choice. But Kingpin didn't give no F's. He was like, we better turn him to another statistic. Black on black crime gonna be up 10% after this. Smoke him. Prowler puts his mask back on, and when I first saw this movie, I thought he did this so he wouldn't have to see Miles in the face when he tries to kill him. But nah, I guess not. He's not that evil. Putting his hands up and backing off. And Kingpin ain't waste no time. He said, "Fuck." put Uncle Aaron flat on the ground. And he was about to make his ancestors real proud, almost boom Miles too if it didn't get—
Where are the other Spider-Men at though when this is going on? Like Kingpin right there out in the open with a blink. Ain't nobody, no witnesses or nothing.
Deflected by Peter. Like this was a buzzer-beating block. The shot already went off. Someone get him a defensive player of the year right now. The way he's moving should be illegal. I ain't seen defense like this in a hot minute.
Hey, he on the road today. It's 5th one today. Let's go. No, it's not. Oh my Lord.
Miles takes Uncle Aaron away, and this is where we get his death speech. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pushing me to tears. He really was a real one.
I let you down, man. I let you down.
Miles' dad pulls up only to see a Spider-Man carrying his dead brother, and he gets ready to go crazy.
All units, I want an APB on a new Spider-Man.
Now, one thing that always pissed me off about Spider-Man, how are you known for your awareness, yet always get caught like this? Like, you could dodge speeding cars and leave rooms in split-second timing, but freeze up when you in a situation like this? Nigga, what's wrong with you? And we get back to Miles' room. We get this really funny scene right here where they try to hide from his roommate, and they try to comfort him over the loss of his uncle. But I'm telling you right now, they didn't really try. Because the moment that heartbreak happens, they immediately put him in another one, saying they're going to the reactor without him because he don't got drip, you don't got sauce, and you just not like that. Oh, nah, that's like my girl telling me I don't got aura. I think I die. Miles clearly still wants to go, and Peter checks his gangster right then and there.
So you wanna fight? Fight me!
Saying, if you want to go, you better Venom strike me on command. And no matter how much he tries, he cannot do it, with Peter tying him up and leaving the room. And this is where we get one of the most heartbreaking scenes where his dad comes up trying to give him a heart-to-heart, and Miles can't even say anything in response. One of the most beautifully shot parts of the movie, too. It really had me sick.
Wait, that's Chance the Rapper?
One of the most beautifully shot—
Is that a 3? That's a 4.
Parts of the movie too. It really had me sick. But after this scene, he gets motivated.
This was so hard, bro. This was so hard.
You won't. It's a leap of faith. That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
You're the best of all of us, Miles. You know you win.
Well, this isn't what happened in the movie, but
I see this spark in you.
Wait, is he not gonna get to the? Oh, I thought he was actually gonna get to the other. So when are you gonna do the other one?
A leap of faith.
Wait, did he edit that?
But all the Spider-Men sneak into Kingpin's penthouse to make it to the collider below. And they're out here having a memorial for Spider-Man. And Kingpin has the audacity to speak at his own ops funeral. Talking about some, I was so sad when he died.
Why the fuck you lying?
He dead moving like King Von.
So, were you saddened by the news that he was murdered then?
Man, that shit hurt. I didn't go to sleep at night.
Cap.
They try to sneak to the bottom, but Peter runs
and
right
now
in
King Von
to
gone.
MJ. And although it's
I'm
not
telling
his
you,
MJ,
bro, and the cycle
he wants so
continues.
bad to get his shorty back. Started talking to her like Lil Durk.
Give me a chance. Give me one more chance. Give me one more chance.
But sadly, that ain't work, and they make it down to the collider.
It's a lot of old video game references.
All the Spider-Men make it up to the collider, but something's looking oddly suspicious. They really got over there easily, too easily, and it truly felt like something was up. And that's exactly what happens. The moment Peter tries to put in their USB, they realize
it's a trap.
With Doc Ock descending upon him, clearly feeling herself. With the rest of the shooters going crazy in the back. And this starts an all-out war. I'm telling you, they all going crazy. The only one getting job right now is Penny. Scorpion's putting straight hands on her. I'm watching like... Peter's also about to get lined up, but I ain't talking LeBron. I'm talking 6 feet under with Doc.
We're on a mission to give 2 million people all around
Yeah, Mr. Beast, didn't you get the 40? You got the 40 million.
Doc getting him prepped for the
They treated
fatality.
millions like
It
hundreds.
was truly looking grim for everybody. But here's the thing. The season is not over.
It just started.
With Doc Ock invisibly getting her ass beat like this nigga right here.
Oh!
and I was watching straight elated. I was like, who could it possibly be? And materializing in front of everybody comes Miles. Fully decked out in new threads. You know he's about it. Clocks Doc Ock in the face and saves Peter, and my man's is straight geeked. But once they land, Miles is like,
it's funny because you notice Peter's not even fat no more. He had a belly. He good now. And he lost the weight that quick.
But once they land, Miles is like, it's time to go crazy.
Gwen was jacking him heavy.
With all the spider people boxing all over the place, Miles gets to put some fantastic riz by saving Gwen. Other Spider-Men could not relate. They hit Doc Ock with a clean 3-piece and send her flying with a bros attack. Doc Ock takes all these hits, and I seen her lock in like no other. When I first saw this, I was like, damn.
This nigga gonna die.
And when she flies right towards him, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this was straight bogus. She was the only villain out that was able to handle 3 spiders at once. And once the writers realized that, they had to take her out the plot. She was too powerful for the story like Mario. Ain't no way.
Man.
But when we move on to some other ish, we see Penny Parker's robot has been destroyed due to Scorpion dropping straight haymakers on it. And no, I'm not exaggerating. He was real life wildin'. He was beating that little nigga ass so bad, I was starting to feel bad. The amount of hands he was putting on Penny actually had to be illegal, nigga. I'm talking EDP type. She's 13! Shout out Spider-Ham for spinning the block, but rest in peace, Penny Pekka. You will be missed. And this is where Miles sends everybody home, saying his heartfelt goodbyes. Before he let all of them leave, he made sure to drop one last Riz attempt. Watch this. He made sure to hit that light-skinned stare, armed and dragged out, looking straight into her eyes. He know what he's doing. Dropping this line right here.
Like the hairdo now?
Curry steps back.
Dropped the line so fire, Gwen really gave him the look.
I didn't think it's been a while. I ain't seen this movie in mad long.
Dropped the line so fire, Gwen really gave him the look. And I'm not talking any type of look. I mean the look.
She kind of bad though.
She out here talking about something. You know I'm older than you, right? And to all my shooters in the chat, you know if an older woman starts bringing up her age,
that don't mean nothing. It's money.
You already got her.
You
won. That game was so beautiful, I canceled my call to Dr. Umar. You truly got it. But Gwen ends up going home, leaving just him and Peter. And you would think they'd be free to go home, but sadly, there is somebody they forgot to ask, Kingpin. And that nigga is straight up furious. Peter tries to charge right in without going home, and Miles is like, Peter's just not trying to go home. He's not trying to deal with having no hoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro. Same. But Miles drops him in the pit, leaving just him and Kingpin alone to duke it out. It's looking straight like a pay-per-view. It starts with Kingpin slamming the ground like he's Donkey Kong. And the moment Miles dodges that attack, he immediately pulls out the blade. I really hate niggas that have their first gun. They wait for any excuse to blow that bitch. Just look at Doflamingo's family.
Some jackass hurt you again? No, I just tripped on a crack in the road. How awful. Where exactly is this town? Oh, I see. Yep, we're gonna have to do something about this.
I don't
with
know
Miles
the anime,
taking
so
the gun from his hand and taking the train up out of there. And I ain't gonna lie, if I was Miles, I would think the fight is over. Do you really think 21-ton Savage right here, who can't even run down the street, is gonna somehow jump on a train?
Fuck no, baby.
But sadly, I was completely wrong. With Miles getting grabbed in the face and thrown right into the train, Miles goes invisible and tries to hit the Caleb City, but Kingpin still clocks him dead in the groin.
How did
and while
he see him?
continues to just beat on Miles, the same traumatic event that happened with his family happens once again. And the movie wanted me to feel bad so hard, I was watching just like this.
Oh man.
Stupid ass nigga, you deserve it. And because he lost his family, Kingpin got nothing left to lose. Got Kingpin beating on Miles like a Powerpuff villain, his body on the floor looking like a pretzel. And if you was watching this, you would have really thought it was over. But right before Miles gives up, he sees his dad in the distance, giving him that last mental push. And he gets up, putting his hand on
his dad was
and then
there.
hits him with the, hey. blasting him across the arena before hitting him with the Mario 64, sending his 600-pound life villain all the way to the top of the reactor, finally stopping it for good and defeating Kingpin once and for all. After this,
all that,
we get a cute scene with Miles and his dad. We see Kingpin straight tied up in NYC, the battle finally being over, and Miles fully cements himself as Spider-Man.
Fire movie, bro. That's it. Bro. Shout out Zephyr, bro. Bro. Y'all gotta understand, looking at stuff like this, bro, I have such a, me being into the content creation and stuff, I have such a deeper appreciation for it because I know it took mad long. This is like, dang, yo, editing is no joke, bro. I don't even know how to spell his name. Seriously, bro, editing is no joke, bro. This was so fire. This was so good, bro. And Across the Spider-Verse was fire too. But if I'm looking at it back now, Across the Spider-Verse was not better than Into the Spider-Verse. It wasn't. It was a really good movie though, but it was not better. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think of this video, man. This was so good, right? A lot. This is one of his ones. This is one of the best ones. Just because I ain't see this movie in a minute. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character. It's probably a lot of our favorite Marvel characters, man. They said Spider-Man is the reason why he's such a good character is because he's relatable. Shit, man, where my web cartridges at? If he that relatable, I'll try to swing too. Not like that though.
You actually finished my video. I don't know if you watched a lot or a little, but I appreciate you. I'm gonna see you on the next video. I'm out!